Hi again. Well, this one's going to be a little different than the last couple that I put up there. More lighthearted, but serious nonetheless. In the last story that I put on YouTube, I mentioned that we're in a classroom, that those who put forth any kind of effort towards God become enrolled in a class. I know this is true, and I know it's true, and that's another story, however. In oh gee whiz, I don't know, 92, 93, somewhere around in there, might have even been later, a little later, my wife went to Oxford on a grant to study creative writing. And she was gone for, I don't know how long, I think a couple of months. And I was left alone in Cave Junction. When she was gone, I had to do all the shopping, of course, and do all the cooking, and something I knew how to do. I'd gone to a store in Cave Junction called Shop Smart, and I was standing in the checkout line, and all of a sudden, wow, I had this sharp pain in my inner thigh. I could hardly walk. And I'm standing there in line. I didn't want, I didn't want to grimace or say ow or put on a show, so I just kind of toughed it out, acted like there was nothing wrong, but I was in pain. And paid for my stuff, could hardly walk, and just kind of limped out. When I got home, I went into the house and I dropped my pants to see what in the world happened. And from my knee, it's on the inside of my thigh, from my knee to my groin, and from the front all the way around to the back of my thigh was blue. A major blood vessel had broken. And the pain had finally subsided, but jeez. And I knew at the time, I remember thinking, boy, if that had happened in my brain, I'd be dead. I didn't know what to do about it, so I didn't do anything. About that same time, about a week or two later, my brother called, and he wanted me to try some drugs. No, not drugs. Not drugs in the general sense, but in a way they are. They're natural vitamins and herbs. And he wanted me to, he was involved with a company called Enrich, and they did, what do you call it, pyramid type sales. Not pyramid, but you get the picture. He wanted me in his downline. Well, he sent me the stuff, sent me a lot of information, a lot of cassette tapes. One of the cassettes, I wasn't really interested, but one of the cassettes that he sent me, I would listen to it when I was working in my shop, and I wasn't doing anything like running saws that made a lot of noise. If I was just sanding or screwing things together or something that wasn't loud, I would listen to these cassettes. And one of them was on Grapeseed. Now, this Grapeseed, to me, I think that Grapeseed is a sneaker. It's one that just kind of flies under the radar. Nobody knows about it, or very few. They don't know what it does. But I was listening to this enriched tape put out by that company, and they had their own laboratory, and they conducted research on these drugs. And at that time, they were the oldest herbal resource in the United States. What they said about grapeseed was that it lubricates blood vessels and also restores the elasticity. As we age, blood vessels get broken. Blood vessels get brittle and they break easily. So I thought, what the hey, I'll give it a try. So I ordered some grapeseed, and I took it, and been taking it for a while. I don't know how much time had elapsed between the time of my thigh and the time of maybe a month, maybe two. My wife was back anyway. One of the things my wife used to say was, "Where did you get that bruise?" I had bruises all over my body, and they were just, if I got touched, I bruised. Well, a bruise is nothing but broken blood vessels. And I'd always say, "I don't know." Well, here's what happened. The grapeseed arrived, and I started taking it, and I quit bruising. All the bruises, I still don't bruise, unless I get really hit. But anyway, it all went away. And I thought, oh, okay. I put two and two together. I realized that what I was listening to on the cassettes was real. It wasn't just hype. But that was a problem. This grapeseed through and rich was expensive. I don't remember how much. But it was at least $30, $40 for a bottle of grapeseed. And I took it religiously because I knew what it had done. And so I started taking it every day, and I took it for several months. But here's the thing. Okay, when you're feeling well, you don't notice it. You don't notice your health until you feel sick. I forgot why I started taking the grapeseed. All I realized was this stuff was costing $30, $40 a month. That's expensive. So I quit taking it. Time rolled on, another couple of months. And I walked into a store in downtown Grants Pass. It wasn't really a store, it was a heating and air conditioning place. And as I walked in, there was a receptionist in the front there. And she said, "My God, what happened to your eye?" And I said, "I don't know. I hadn't felt anything." So I went into the restroom and I looked at my eye, and boy, it was just cherry red. Blood vessels had broken. And that's when I realized, oh, I haven't had that kind of problem since I started taking grapeseed until now. So I ordered more grapeseed. Yeah, I'm a little slow. Ordered more grapeseed, started taking it, but gee whiz, it was expensive. One day, I was walking in Walmart, probably my least favorite store. But anyway, I was walking in Walmart, and I was in the herbal section, and I found this bottle of grapeseed. $6. I think it was $5 and change, $5.90 or something. Well, I didn't know whether that was as good as Enriches or not, but I knew it was a darn sight cheaper. So I went ahead and bought it. And I started taking it. And I don't take Walmart's anymore, but I take a much cheaper brand of grapeseed. And I'm telling you, the stuff works. Now, my brother sent that information to me when I needed it. See what I'm saying? If I call it the kindred spirit connection. When a child of God needs something, it comes into his life. It doesn't look like there's any connection, but there's a reason for it. And this is, we're in this, there is a universal connection between the children of God, those who need something, who are a true child of God. They get it. Whether it's grapeseed or whether it's something else. It works. It's real. And in that case, it was grapeseed. I still take it to this day. I recommend it to other people, but you don't see any change. You don't feel any different. But there is a difference. I don't bruise anymore, and I'm getting close to 81. I don't bruise. I don't have those dark marks. I have sunspots on my face, But I don't have the dark marks on my hands and arms that a lot of old people my age and younger have because of broken blood vessels, thin skin. That's another thing, by the way, that grapeseed does. Now, I'm not trying to sell herbs. I don't make any money here. But if you need it, that's what you need. Okay? And that's about all I can say. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope, by golly, that it helps you. I'll see you later, okay? Bye-bye.